producer.
Ecstasy.
Hello everyone, this is Alcabir the Analyst, and today I want to talk training camp day 5, and got my list of things I want to talk about. Obviously what I've been doing, kind of got this idea from Philly Mike, so salute to him, but let's get into it. This is Alcabir the Analyst. I want to talk Jalen Hurts day. Always got to start with Jalen Hurts day. 10-17 touchdown. I think he threw a 70-yard bomb to Jalen Reagor. I will get into Reagor later. Reagor had a very good practice. But Jalen Hurts had a very good practice. Last practice, some people say it was good, some people say it wasn't. But even Elliot Shore-Parks, who I think don't like Jalen Hurts as much, had to admit Jalen Hurts had a very, very good day. His stock definitely went up today. For the rest of the offense, I can't really say. Second team and third team, I know Minshew threw about 2 picks, one to Zach McPherson. I think it was another one to Tate Gowan. So the other quarterback, I can't remember his last name, but I think his name is Reed something. They saying he's ahead of Carson Strong, but I think he threw a pick. But all in all, the first team offense had a very good day. To A.J. Brown, to Smitty. I heard Smitty dealt with a slight injury, but he came back in. He was pretty good. So, all in all, great job by the first team today. So I'll actually have to give it to the offense today, even though I'm about to get into this guy, James Bradberry. James Bradberry had one hell of a day. All you kept seeing is PBUs, pass breakups. That's what that mean. Pass breakups. And they was like, yo, I see why he's second in the league since 2016 in pass breakups. This guy is an absolute stud. And for him to be the second option on the Philadelphia Eagles is great. But James Bradberry is having one hell of a camp. I can't wait to see him play in the regular games. But James Bradberry is the guy to watch, because when people couldn't really get to Slay, they try to get at Nelson last year. But it's going to be really hard to, I'm going to try to avoid the ball from Slay, but let me get at Bradberry. Bradberry will catch picks. Bradberry will break up some passes. All right, them two locking up. Now let me try to attack Mattis. Mattis can guard that slot. So this secondary is very, very strong, especially if we could stay healthy. But all in all, James Bradberry is balling. I can't put in other words. It's been since day one. He's just out of this league. He's balling. Now, speaking of the defense again, I want to go into my guy, Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean had some first-team reps today. Went from third to first. Nakobe Dean, he's getting looks. Come on, Sean Bradley, Davion Taylor. I think TJ Edwards, all the linebackers are having a strong practice, but man, you add Nakobe Dean into that, man, that linebacker position is very tough. But Nakobe Dean is having himself one hell of a camp. Salute to him. From go to third to first, Nakobe Dean, man, I'm telling you, that linebacker position, we didn't have this in a long time, where the competition is very, very thick. Sean Bradley made plays last week. Davion Taylor been making plays. All these guys are making plays. TJ Edwards making plays. Kazir White making plays. And to just add Nakobe Dean to that first team rotation, man, I don't know. Like I said, I think it should be Nakobe Dean, Kazir White, and TJ Edwards. Those should be the rotating guys. Then you add Davion Taylor in that rotation. But all these guys are balling, so I like to see heavy competition in the linebacker position. Rager had a very good practice. My thing with Rager is that caught, I think, like 15-yard passes, the 70-yard bomb I talked about. Rager always had these practice where he just go off. And it is getting to the point where I got to see it in a real game. But salute to him, especially at the yesterday practice, the last practice. Reports of him coming out having a bad practice, being outmaneuvered, outmuscled by cornerbacks, and to have a practice like this, salute to him. Salute to Rager. But at some point, got to see it in a real game. That's my thing with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside made it over Travis Fulgham because he had a good practice. But I think Travis Fulgham is the better player. And come on, Rager got to show it in the real games. That's just my opinion. Now, lastly, I want to talk about injuries. So today I thought Quez Watkins got injured. I thought he not done, but it was a report that he left the field. But lucky I waited a little later to make this video, saying he was ill. He wasn't feeling good, so decided to leave the field, walk off. Maybe it's a stomach bug or something going around, because Zach Pascal felt the same way. He couldn't practice a couple days. So, injuries, man. You see what the Cowboys dealing with. You see what the Bucs dealing with. And other teams around the league dealing with, right? Eagles are getting heavily criticized because they don't want to tackle to the ground. I agree with that, because I agree with not tackling to the ground is because, see, the Cowboys, they just lost James Washington for 6 to 10 weeks. They safety almost had a scary injury, but he came back out. So salute to that. But you see the Buccaneers, they losing linemen back to back to back. Sure, do I want to see these guys hit? For sure, because I don't want us going to week one just missing tackles because we didn't tackle all summer. That's the negative side, or that could be the negative side. But You want to go into the season fully healthy. I believe we should not tackle. It is what it is. Because I want to come into this season fully healthy, because that was our thing with Doug Peterson. It was like, why all these dudes get hurt by like week 3, by week 1? But you see Andy Reid getting saluted for, difficult practice. Certain guys, certain head coaches, even what they doing in Tampa, they getting saluted for difficult practice, but they dealing with injuries. And we are healthy. One thing I could say about the team last year, all in all, we stayed healthy. Of course, you had some injuries here and there, but we were healthy. It's an 18-week season. You play 17 games, and then if you add the playoffs, it's like 18, 19 games. You want your team healthy. But look, man, what do you think and how do you feel about day 5? I give it to the offense. The offense won the day, so salute to the offense. But the defense, it was a tight race. Let me say that. It was definitely a tight race, but I got to give it to the offense. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Goes.